Today's ingredient is a motorcycle. Hi, I'm Amelia, and welcome back to Rampe It Up, where we take an ingredient you might have in your kitchen and show you 2 ways to level it up at home. Today's ingredient is tinned fish. I have here tinned sardines and some canned tuna. These are 2 ingredients that are in my pantry all year round. I rely on them for salads, sandwiches, obviously. The first thing I'm gonna make today with our canned tuna is a thing called tonato. Today I'm gonna show you how to make like a little bit of a cashew mayo, and then we're gonna make a tonato sauce on top of that. For our canned sardines, I'm gonna make a pasta that I make all year round, but I'm also gonna use another pantry favorite of mine, canned cherry tomatoes, to make a delicious cherry tomato sardine pasta. So I've got my blender all ready to go. This is the only tool we're gonna need to make the tonato. Before I tell you a little bit more about tonato, I'm gonna start my cashew mayo. I've got 3/4 of a cup of raw cashews here, and I'm just going to drop them into the base of the blender. And then I have some hot water here, and I'm just gonna pour enough hot water to cover the cashews and to let them soak. So it's like maybe a half cup that I used. So while these cashews are soaking, let's talk about tonato. Tonato, like I said, is an Italian sauce based in mayonnaise with tuna fish. It often has olive oil, garlic, anchovies, capers. Today I am gonna be using some canned tuna to go inside of it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover this up real quick, and I'm just gonna start to break up the cashews. Go up. So that is our mayo. I just choose to not use mayonnaise. I feel my husband does not eat eggs, or used to not eat eggs or things with eggs in it. This is like 2 cloves of garlic. It's 1 large clove, so I'm gonna drop it in there. I've got 3 oil-packed anchovies, and that just gives the sauce a little bit of umami and some body. I'm gonna add some chili flake. I'm gonna put a little healthy pinch. I like a little heat. And then I'm gonna do just a touch of lemon juice for now, but I might come back and I add a little bit more into the mix when I taste it at the end. And then last but not least, the absolute star is the canned tuna. Just like that. And then I'm also gonna add a little bit of fat. So I'm gonna put that in the form of olive oil, and I'm just going to add a couple tablespoons to start, but I'm gonna come back and taste it. And it might need more, and if it does, I'll add it then. All right, so blender lid back on. All right, I think we should be there. Ah, yes. This is looking like it should. It's thick enough to coat the spoon. I think that's an important indicator. You don't want it too liquidy. Oh yeah, that's there, that's done. All right, here we have it. A very colorful crudité dish with the delicious tonato sauce right in the center. My husband loves to take leftover tonato sauce and toss it into pasta and make like a little creamy tuna pasta sauce out of it. And that is so delicious. I'm always like, really? And then it's really good. I have a beautiful yellow carrot here. I'm gonna just dip it in. Dip it in. And see, it clings to the vegetable just like you want it to, like a good dipping sauce. And it's so easy. 5 minutes and some chopping time, and you have a delicious snack. Great for afternoons, summer afternoons when you have friends over. Have a spritz, put a little crudité platter, put some tonato out. I think they'll be very impressed. I'm gonna clear this out, and I'm gonna get ready to show you how to make my very favorite sardine pasta that comes from only pantry staples. It's so good too. I love this dish so much, mostly because I made it out of a crisis. I didn't have a dinner plan, I didn't have groceries. I keep every single one of these ingredients either in my fridge or in my pantry all year round. We're gonna start by first, I've got some water boiling in the back, it's salted, and I'm ready to drop my pasta. We are gonna start out by building the sauce. I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of olive oil to the skillet and let that get warmed up. So our olive oil is getting warm. The first thing I'm gonna do is put some garlic. So this is some minced garlic. You can hear it sizzling. And then I'm gonna add a couple oil-packed anchovies that I've finely chopped. And I'm gonna add a generous pinch of red chili flake. Ooh yeah, it's already smelling so fragrant in here. My children love anchovies and sardines, so they just like really love this pasta. My daughter loves to have capers. Just kind of keep everything moving so nothing gets too crispy. The next thing I'm gonna add is a couple tablespoons of like roughly chopped capers. There's a little moisture in there so it sizzles up, nothing to worry about. I love these canned cherry tomatoes, especially in the winter. It's like they're packed at the season's height, and all of that summer delicious flavors really come through. Because honestly, winter cherry tomatoes, they're not it. So I rely on this instead in the winter time and also in the summertime. We're gonna bring this up to a simmer and we're gonna simmer it on low until the pasta is done cooking. That's it. So right now I'm gonna add my sardines here just to warm them up and warm them through before I add the pasta. And I like to keep the fillets intact as much as I can. Okay, my pasta is ready. I'm gonna go drain it. I've already pulled some pasta water out of there. Okay, so I have my spaghetti here. It's al dente, and now I'm just gonna add the pasta into this skillet. I am all about a dinner, a pasta dinner especially, that comes together as quick as the pasta cooks. So just make sure that we toss all the sauce so it coats the pasta. Make sure it's seasoned enough, which it should be. You should tread cautiously when salting this dish. Don't go for it without tasting it first. There's capers, there's anchovies, there are things that have natural saltiness to it, so you just want to make sure that it's not too salty. And now we are ready to serve. That's it. My sardine pasta is ready to eat. It's bright, it's briny. It feels like summer even though they're canned cherry tomatoes. That is it for sardine pasta. Thank you so much for joining me on this tinned fish edition of Rampe It Up. Let me know how you like to make tinned fish. Let me know if you make this pasta. I definitely want to know if you make the tonnato. Well, y'all, it's time for me to eat this big plate of pasta. So I'll see you guys on the next episode of Rampe It Up. Bye. Hey guys, Amelia here from Rampe It Up. Did you like this video? Then make sure you hit the like and subscribe button for more.